I was in 5th grade when I started wrestling. The coaches played a very large role in my development as a wrestler. I mean, they pushed me through days that I didn't want to go. There was days where I didn't even want to run. Coach was the reason I kept going and pushed me through everything and built me into the wrestler that I am.
I've seen athletes not want to come to practice or dread the fact that they have to come to practice to like night and day being excited about coming to practice and getting better at the sport of wrestling.
The biggest thing that made me stay in the program was the support that I got from everyone. We learned so much that built me into the wrestler that I am. Every day coming in, it teaches me discipline. It forces me to come in and just keep going no matter what and discipline myself.
The coaching philosophy within the program is very inclusive because we have wrestlers of different levels, and at our different practices, we're able to accommodate for the beginners and the people who are in advance with a really good intensity that garners growth in their ability to wrestle. The culture that we have here at Premier is really focused on garnering growth. And so if they sign up their child to join the Premier program, that they'll be in a culture that is based on growth and not favoritism. We're gonna push these athletes to be their best, and we have their best interests in account. And so we make sure to not neglect any of the wrestlers, whether beginner or advanced or that may not want to wrestle as much anymore, that we're just gonna still have an inclusive environment for anyone who is a part of the team.
My favorite part about helping these kids is coming in and just seeing them grow as wrestlers, knowing that I'm helping the next generation come up into wrestling and building the next generation.
I think every day is an adventure with these athletes. Younger athletes are like a sponge, and so they pick up the different habits that you present when you're coaching or when you're showing moves. There's been a few wrestlers that I've seen even in just a couple weeks who are figuring things out and stringing things together. It holds me accountable to bring my best foot forward because I know they're gonna be affected by everything I do. And that's my favorite part because it holds me to a standard that I have to set for these athletes to succeed.
I would focus heavily on teaching my wrestlers, not pushing them through it and making them force themselves, but I would focus on the technique part of the sport or the mindset, building wrestlers' mindsets as well.
What keeps me coming back is seeing the development of these younger wrestlers and how the sport of wrestling itself has been developing over years, and Premier itself in this community is being able to garner that growth. And we're actually seeing it at the high school level at my old high school, where some of the high schoolers went through Premier and are actually starting a good career in wrestling.
I would absolutely want to stick with either Premier or middle school because it's building up into the wrestlers. I've always wanted to, be the step that creates the best.
I see the program growing as the sport of wrestling is growing. I feel like it is much popular now than it was maybe 5 or 10 years ago. And I see Premier going with that wave as getting more kids involved in this beautiful sport.